In statistics, or in our previous video, we talk about mode, and when we were trying to use the tools of explaining the tools of statistics, mode was one of them, especially measure of central tendency. And for mode, we said that it is concerned with the element with the greatest count, or the element that has the greatest repeat, that repeats the more. So we liken it to the idea of fashion, where uh, someone kind of dresses in a nice costume, or maybe in a particular um, meeting. That person wants all the attention to himself. The person that wants everything to himself. The person that wants to be the highest, the top. The person that wants the greatest points. Everything. The person that wants the attention. So we are looking at the person that with the highest point, or the highest count, or the greatest attention. That's what the mode is concerned with. So if you have a pool of data sets, and there are elements inside, some of the elements are repeated, right? So some of the elements are repeated. So these two, the mode tool, help us to fetch the element that appears the most, or that has the greatest frequency. So let's look at some few examples, especially building up on the one that we've done in the previous video. Yeah, so this we have 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. So these are the elements of these data sets, and let me write it bigger for you. We have this 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4. So these are the elements of the data set, and we are concerned to find the mode. We said the mode is a tool that helps you to find the elements with the greatest count. So the count we say is frequency. So 0, how frequent does it appear in the data set? How many times does it appear? It appears once, right? So 0 appears once. 2, in the entire data set, 2 appears once. And then 3, in the entire data set, appears 1. 4 appears how many times? We can see 2 times. 2 times. So 4 appears here and appears here. And then finally we have 5. 5 appears once. So this appearance of each element, that's what we call the frequency, or you can say the count. So these are all the frequency. So if you look at the frequencies, the one that is having the greatest count, which is 2, is 4. So the mode is not 2, but the mode is the element that has the greatest count. So the mode for this data set is 4. So the mode is the item 4. So mode is not the frequency. So most mistake that most people do is that when they're able to find a count, then they go and look, use that number, the number of counts, as the mode. The number of counts is called frequency. By locating the highest count, if you locate the highest count, then you can locate or identify that item that is associated with the highest count. Is the item that is the mode, not the frequency. So let's keep that in mind. So this is our first example. In our first example, we see that the mode is just 4. So 4, because 4 appears twice and has the greatest frequency. The rest are 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is how high the greatest frequency. Yeah, fine. Let's go to the next example. So here we have 3, 9, 11, 28, 37, and 20. So you see that 3 appears once. I'm going to write the frequency like this. 9 appears once as well. 11 appears once. 28 appears once. 37 appears once. 20 appears once. Wow. All of them are at the same level. So no one is having greater points than any other. So what do you think will be the mode? We don't have any mode because we are looking for the elements with the highest count. So there's no mode. Or you can say all of them are their own mode. All of them are the mode of the dataset. But it's more convenient to say there is no mode since there is no highest frequency or something. Yes. You can say all of them are mode, right? But like there's no highest, there's nothing to compare with. So in this case, we don't have any mode here. So the mode is there's no item. There's no item that we can call the mode here, or the mode. So all of them are modes because they are the same level. So yeah, there's no highest. We are looking at the highest, and here we don't have any highest thing, and we don't even have any lowest thing. So there's no one that falls lower. So at the end of the day, all of them are the same level. So we don't have a mode in this data set. Simple as that. Just because all the counts are the same. So yeah, we go to the next one. So in this case, we have 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 8, 8, 9. So let's see. 3 appears once. 4 appears, I can see that appears 3 times. 5 appears once. And then 8 appears 2 times. 9 appears once. So the appearance is what we have called as frequency. And they are the one that are in this um, region. So the count for each. So we have for 3, you have 1. So the greatest count is 3. So what do you think is the frequency? What do you think is the mode? The mode is definitely not 3, but the mode is the item that is associated. So the item is 4. So the mode is 4 as well over here. Because the greatest count is 3, and that is associated with item. Now, item 4. That's why the mode is 4, not the frequency itself. Let's look at another example. So here we have pretty longer list. So 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 2, 4, 2, 3. So let's see. 3 appears how many times? 3 appears 1, 2, 3 times. So 3 appears 3 times. 2 appears how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah. So you have 4. 4 appears how many times? 1, 2, 3. So 4 appears 3 times. So these are the counts, the number of times they appear. The one that appears the most is 4. 4 is the greatest. So 4 becomes the mode. 4 is the frequency. So we locate that frequency to fetch the item that is the mode. So the item that is the mode is item 2. So the mode for this data, the mode is 2. So yeah, let's get the frequency. Mode are items, are the items that are associated with the highest frequency. So don't confuse that. Again, don't confuse that. Frequency and mode, you might someone might say the mode is equal to 4, which is wrong. Mode is not 4. 4 is just the frequency. The count is the frequency. Yes, that's what we have for mode. Now, one question that may rise is, what if we have another 3 here? So if you have another 3 here, what will happen is that the number of 3 that you count now will not be 3 again. They will also be 4. So yeah. Now, 2 items are the highest. 2 items are now the highest. It's not like all of them are at the same level. If all of them are the same level, every item at the same level, then there's no mode. But if one is lower and a number of them are up, as long as there's something difference in level, difference in level or difference in count, there's going to be a mode, at least a mode. So what happens is that for this particular case, we are having 2 items that are at the top and then 3 is at the bottom. So we can have, maybe there are other items. Let's say if you have other lists, then we have 3 counts, we have 2 counts, we have 1 count, 1 count, 1 count, 2 count, 3 counts. You see that all these numbers are other counts. We are just assuming, we are just adding that there are other items that we have counted and they all add up to the frequency, to the frequencies. At the end of the day, we see that only 2 are up, the rest are below that upper level. So now 2 of them are up, right? So the mode for this data is going to be not going to be only one mode, but it's going to be 2. So yeah, we're going to have modes, right? The modes are going to be 4. Is it 4? No, 4 is the frequency, so we don't use the 4. So the mode is going to be item 2 and 3. Item 2 and 3 are the modes. Item 2 and 3 are the modes in this case. So look for the highest element, the element with the highest count, right? If there are 2, if there are 3 that are having the highest, like list all of them. If it's only 1, list only that one, right? So if you have a data set in which you are having more than 2, if you're having more than 1, like if you have two items that are the mode, that particular data set is you call it bimodal. It's a bimodal set. 2 modes are inside. You can guess how the others look like trimodal, right? Yeah. So yeah. So if even if you have this, let's say let's assume there are some items, right? There are some items. We are not going to, there are some items, and the items frequencies are, so what I'm writing here are the frequencies. So we are just assuming that there are some after doing the frequency, after counting them, we realize that, oh, there is one that has 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So what will be the mode in this case? So you see that at least not all of them are not the same level, and there is one that's lower. The rest are up, high there. Once there's a difference in level in the data set of the count, right? Then there's going to be a mode. But if you have all of them like 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, so you see that there's no difference. All of them are at the same level. So you cannot have a mode. This data set does not have a mode. But once there's a difference, at least there is one that is lower than the rest, or there's one that is above, higher than the rest. If you see that difference anywhere, then there's going to be a mode. So now for this case, the mode is going to be, if you the mode for this data set is going to be the item that is associated with this one separately, and the item here, and the item here, and the item here. That's how to find the mode, right? So mode is kind of concerned with the highest frequency, the elements with the high frequency. So mode, we know that what mode is the item, frequency is frequency, count, repeat. So when you use the frequency to get the item that is having the higher mode, so you use the highest frequency to fetch the item that's associated with that highest frequency. So for mode, be careful, never ever enter or confuse. It's kind of a common error. Don't be smart, or like be vigilant enough not to write your frequency as your mode. For mode is an item, frequency is a count. So the count helps you to get the mode. The count helps you to get the item, and that item is the mode. Yeah, that's what we covered. And we see that to find the mode, yeah, there's going to a data is not going to have a mode if every item, all the item in the data set is having the same frequency. But we are going to have a mode. We are going to have a mode if there is at least a difference in the count. Some are 3, some are 2, or 1 is 1 and the rest are 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, or all of them are 5, 5 and 1 is 2. So or all of them are 5, 5 and 1 is 7. So there's a difference somewhere. Once there's that difference, there's going to be a mode. So yeah, it's now your test to use the frequency of that particular one that's highest to fetch all the items. If it is 1, there's unimodal. If it is 2, it's bimodal data and this. But for now, most of the questions that you are going to meet are going to be one mode, unimodal. So it's going to have only one mode where there's one that will be highest. So there will be one there's difference in frequency. Definitely there's going to be a mode. Yes. So data sets that do not have the same frequency throughout, they don't have a mode. Yeah. That's what we have covered this time. So next time we focus on we have done mean the previous video. We are doing mode in this level, and then the next one we are going to do the median to find the median value. Subscribe, like, and let's see you in the next video.